this card has a sync languages interface, and for default, the avatar is not on the screen, but this avatar can be asked by. And the avatar explains in sync language. This is a Spanish sync language, the different options in the ATM. And we can repeat or close. And I could do an automatic deposit, for example. In any moment, you can get the avatar to explain the.
It is offered to everyone, this avatar?
Only for the people that want this kind of interface in the ATM. The avatar could be invoked in any moment. And I just deposit the 14 euros we can. The ATM is processing the note. We want to show another interface. This is an interface for motor impairment disabilities. With this profile, the customer don't need to use the touch screen, only use the keyboard and the arrow keys to do all the operational in the ATM. And
what keyboard? The numeric keypad or the other?
No, this ATM has arrow keys.
Yes.
Keyboard. This special arrow keys.
Uh-huh.
The arrow keys is only for moving with the different options, okay. And all the rest of the variables could be done by the keyboard. Okay. Alphanumeric or numeric keyboard. The activation is the same with contactless. And the only difference is that there are this framework, and you can move this framework with the arrow keys, and you can do a withdraw. The framework is the position of the framework is in the most usual button. This was a feedback for the trials. That we position we direct this framework in the first button, but the first button is not always the most used button, and around the feedback of the customers we modify, we do this amendment and we deploy this amendment, and we can do a withdraw. It is the customer don't need to use the touch screen, only uses the keyboard, and all the operational could be done. And this is a very appreciated interface for the people with motor impairment around the trials. The feedback was very useful. And another possible. And all the operational is possible with contactless or with contact. This is another interface with more large buttons. The buttons are very large, and the font is the font size is very large.
On the screen.
On the screen.
Okay.
And we can do another deposit. and the combination is possible. Large fonts with cursor keys. It's all the combinations with the different kinds of interfaces or modifier are possible. The timeouts for these kinds of interfaces are very large timeouts to do it that the customer could be. These timeouts we expect to adjust during the first 6 months.
Did you give the card to anyone? For real use. Did you give the card to anyone?
The card to the customers. We use the first 1,500 cards, and we want that the profile will be updated in the card without issue. Directly, the same ATM, when the ATM detects a customer with a need profile, the same ATM updates the card. Not for the first issuing, not for the first 1,500, but for the next. We think that it's not necessary, and the cost of reissuing the cards is not.
I think what you should do is to start the speech when you plug the earphone. This is a good feature which is on the French.
We can analyze this proposal to.
But it's already used in the French talking terminals, and it's a very good feature.
Yeah.
Because people know what to do, and to say welcome to the distributor, put your card on the right, and so on.
It's easy to detect that the plugging is inside.
Yes. And the other thing is the volume. Maybe you can put the volume, of course, on the profile, but you should also have a way to
modify
to make sure that the volume is enough. If there is noise on the street or whatever, maybe
the customer can define a volume, but this could be modified with the operational.
Maybe, I don't think it's possible on the French version, but usually the volume is quite high.
This is another kind of interface. It's an interface for elderly people.
Yeah.
Only one option, withdraw, and people can do any other operational. But for introduce this kind of financial interaction with ATM for non-techie people or elderly people, this is just the very good idea for us.
Just overrule it by clicking to the next screen, or so you have one basic option.
The customer can define the amount for the very large button, and if these people only use the ATMs for withdraw money, this is and this kind of interface has another modifier of the interface, that this icon it's not in red, because for the people that express indicate that they're not don't view the red, and the avoiding red is another parameter into the standard.
Yes, the red is not the best color.
No. And well, do you have any questions about the